Did Padme really have to choose this outfit to tell Anakin that they couldn't be together? Ahsoka during the Battle of Scarif, the Battle of Yavin, the Battle of Hoth, and the Battle of Endor. I can't wait for society to collapse so my ideology can rise from the ashes. When you need to be somewhere and you hit every red light. When you thought your boy had trouble breathing because of a Cool War injury, but it turns out he's just been huffing paint the whole time. Who are you? I'm Cal. Cal who? Cal Kite. You fools. Did anyone see the droids who got away with the Delta Star plans? My lord, it seems to have been a Blow R2 unit and an Effete protocol droid. Oh word LMFAO, those my boys. Did you create a cinematically and widely loved Star Wars series? Disney Plus. Yes. What did it cost? Disney Plus. $650 million. So you now know the template, expectations, and standards to keep making beloved content that the entire fandom loves. Disney Plus. If you can't handle me at my Keith Juggo, you don't deserve me at my Varian Sky. Moff Tarkin parking at the Gorman Plaza. So Kenobi let you go on Mustafa. Yes, and you let him go on Mapuzo. Kinda. Then he let you go on that random moon. Pretty much. So is one of you duckers ever actually gonna kill the other one? Possibly. I'm getting too old for this shit. When Disney Plus changes the Rogue One thumbnail after Andor comes out. Rogue One, a Star Wars story. We stand here amidst my achievement, not yours. Some Lego sets aren't meant to be the Millennium Falcon. Lies, deception. Everybody talks about Obi-Wan aging between movies. Nobody talks about my man Kit. The Clone Wars changed him. Episode 2. Episode 3. Farming, a man of your talents? I found unlimited deep substrate foliated corkite. Answer. Have mercy, please. My grandma. There is no mercy. You said that the Empire was pretty chill. I lied, as I have from the very beginning. The Rebel Alliance without Saw Gerrera. Sign my petition. Me in chemistry class when the teacher starts talking about calcite. We were filming the scene where Anakin decapitates Count Dooku, and when I told Christopher what sound he should make, he told me, do you know the sound a man makes when you cut off his head? Christopher Lee witnessed the last public section by guillotine. Sir Christopher Lee led one of the most incredible lives ever, including witnessing the last public section by guillotine. Because I do. It's over, Christopher Robin. I have the high ground. Lightsaber colors for beginners. Blue and green, good guys. Red, bad guys. Purple, good guys capable of tapping into the dark side without being consumed by it. But we are the good guys. My brother in Christ, we are the good guys by merit, that the enemies are worse. Me returning to the sub for the first time in months. Rhydonium. Deep substrate. Foliated. Corkite. I prefer Star Wars most ducked up couple. I said Star Wars most ducked up couple. Perfection. First Delta Star Law. Disney. Second Delta Star Law. Star Color Base Law. Me. Snooze button. I have no idea where Saw is. I haven't seen him in years. We know where he is. That's not our problem. That's Elijah. They have no idea where I am. Palpatine apologizing to Vader because Star Killer had been recanonized and he's gonna get his ace beat. You want this, don't you? Understanding the politics in Star Wars prequels. Understanding politics in real life. Commander Krennic enlightened us to the status of Project Stardust. Yes, Governor Tarkin. Let's start with corkite. Shut the hell up, Kenneth. Krennic. Synthetic corkite. Corkite alternatives. Corkite substitutes. Dad, why is my sister's name Rose? Because your mother loves roses. Thanks Dad. No problem. Deep substrate foliate corkite. Always to there are, no more, no less. Sheev. The code is more what you'd call guidelines than actual rules. During Revenge of the Sith, 2005, Padme tells Anakin that she is pregnant. This is a major plot hole, because it's never explained how it happened, and my parents won't explain it to me. It's hard to convince a regular person that the guy on the right would beat the living shit out of the guy on the left. Breaking news. Season 3 of Andor has been announced. It will be 8 episodes and consist of nothing but K2SO and Cassian trading barbs on their way to Catherine. You're here. You're not with Luthen. You're here. You have no idea where I am. Me walking to work. That one kid at the playground. All I'm saying is that we never saw them in a room together. Corporate needs you to find the difference between this picture and this picture. They're the same picture. We know you're on Rhydonium. It's Rhydonium. I have no idea where I am. The Empire. We know that there is deep, foliated, substrate Corkite on Gorman. The Corkite. You have no idea where I am. Only one can step on you. Whom do you serve? Clearly Tandivo is an alien. If you had to sum the Clone Wars to one line, what would it be? Honestly, I feel bad for those droids. If James Cameron wrote Andor, deep substrate foliated unobtainium, synthetic unobtainium, unobtainium alternatives, unobtainium substitutes. Mon Mothma is better written than the women of the sequels. Mon Mothma is better written than Anakin. I don't like Corkite. It's deep, it's a substrate, and it's foliated. Farming? Really? A woman of your talents? It's a peaceful life. You're going to abandon Bo-Katan and her people. Have you forgotten about the 2 trillion people on Coruscant who need help that aren't the Chancellor, you stupid orange? Visualizing in the mirror the man I want to become. OC, sniper team at protest for those who thought it wasn't. Hey, I've seen this one. Mace Windu surviving. Star Wars fans. George Lucas. Let it go. Show me the leader of the rebellion. I said the real leader of the rebellion. Perfection. How it started. How it's going. Me putting pesto on pasta. I want more. And I know I shouldn't. Tivik. No, Tivik. Don't go to the ring of Catherine. Tivik. He has deep substrate Corkite, and it's foliated. Stealing someone's stuff and brainwashing them to think it was their idea. I didn't know the leopard would eat my face. How touching. What about Padme? She seems to be on top of things. The ability to speak does not make you intelligent. The duck, did you just say, you space hobo? We literally just came from my high-tech underwater city and rode in a futuristic submarine. And my people have giant force fields that can protect entire armies from laser cannons. Meanwhile you're running around with a bathrobe and a sword in a universe where anti-laser armor and guns exist. Who's the primitive one? Really, you greasy ponytail having ace butch? Ben, why was my father counting? Let me see. In Star Wars Hunters, can we get a new KA0S scene, but instead of riot shields, he has Officer Hit? When your spouse gives a public speech that makes her a political enemy of the Emperor and sends your money to an art dealer to fund a rebellion, then ditches you to deal with the mess. I mean, the amount of time spent pondering this grubby little rock is frankly astonishing. I don't like sand. Hey, you going to sleep? Yes, now shut up. Did clones have nuts since they didn't or couldn't use them? What? Why? Calibrator enthusiasm. Calibrated. My state defense force captain praising me for my strong military ethos. Me who's been peppering in random Clone Wars quotes all throughout drill weekend. Anakin showing up at the Jedi temple. Well, if it ain't my little buddy Beanie, I think I'll kill you. I'm into choking. During Slex, right? During Slex, right? When you are fighting a Jedi and he pulls out a high quality lightsaber, a fine addition to my collection. The prequels, except it's just the men's extended. You're shorter than I expected. Me when America creates a space force but doesn't even list a RC-170 starfighter pilot as a career option. This is outrageous. It's unfair. Roses are red. I study at night. Currently my favorite subject is. Look at the subtle off-white substrate. The tasteful deepness of it. Oh my god. It even foliated. Watching The Acolyte because of Kimmy. Watching The Acolyte because of the story. Tamura Morrison. D. Bradley Baker. Landing 200,000 roles, with a million more well on the way. Medically, she is completely healthy. For reasons we can't explain, we are losing her. She's dying, we don't know why. She has lost the will to live. Not in the other movies. She was not. George Lucas had to think of a way to kill her, he did. Prequel fans telling others they liked the trilogy before the sequels released. You think I'm crazy? I am. Revolution is not for the sane. Small brain. Big brain. Come away with me. Help me raise our child. We will swim every day, then lie out on the sand and let the sun dry us. Have you come to destroy me, Obi-Wan? I was here first. Did you follow me here to get destroyed? Listen here, you son of a butch. I bet he's thinking about other women. Did the younglings in the Jedi Council chamber attempt to fight Darth Vader? Darth Plagueis had an apprentice, who was a little butch, who could only kill his master when he fell asleep. It was ironic though, because Plagueis was trying to discover secret to immortality and was actually 80% of the way there. But you know what they miss is just as good as ducking up so badly. You hire an army that kills you and everyone you care about, or writing the sequel trilogy. Yo Annie, you're coming to work tomorrow, right? From the top. Make it drop. That's a wet SOB. Zillow Beast. Corkite. Training only one Sith apprentice. Switching apprentices every few months, because you train them as bad as you can, so they get killed easily. Palpatine. Deep substrate foliated Corkite. Director Krennic. Lot of money in that shot. I thought for sure someone would have complimented my hat by now. Surely someone has noticed the improved design. This is impossible. Finally, a Sith with an appreciation for high quality millinery. Stop pretending you don't see the best hat in the entire galaxy. Now there are two of them. I'm here to cause a grievance while adding your sabers to my collection. Florida man claims he only drank at stoplights and not while driving. Arrested for DUI. Errol Stevens. Have you lost your mind? That is still drunk driving. Emergency meeting. I sense something, Master, and I don't like it. What is it, Ahsoka? No comment. To cheat doubt is a power only one has achieved, but if we work together, I know we can discover the secret. Discover the secret? So you don't actually know how to stop doubt. Duck. Look at me. I have the high ground now. Me, completely unsolicited. Padme and Anakin were making midichlorians on Naboo, and one of the midichlorians looked at me. Nobody. Did Cake Day. General, I knew one day I'd catch up to you. Cake Day. What a surprise. Something wonderful has happened. Annie, I'm pregnant. Not only you. Did you ever hear what they call a comedian made of metal? Chancellor, Clee. Ironic. I would force choke everyone if I could. Not me though, right? Rick Moran is set to return to acting for Spaceballs 2. If what you've told me is true, you will have gained my trust. Lines per day memes. When someone new wants to start making memes on the lines per day format, let them fall into the trap. I will finish what you started. Good thing those bugs can't aim. Those bugs casually going on to shoot down both Anakin and Ahsoka, Ki-Adi-Mundi, and Obi-Wan. When you walked into a paparazzi. Sorry folks, no autographs. Yo, got duck out the way. I'm on a date here. Say it again, Dexter. Deep substrate foliated Corkite. Where is Padme? Is she safe? Is she alright? A Lord of the Sith asking questions and expecting them to be meekly answered? You are a poor apprentice if you think so. Vader tells Luke that he is Luke's father. Luke, that can't be true. That's impossible. I tried making cookies today, didn't work out. I should probably stick to making coffee instead. Management, you're no match for him. He's a shut show. Management, shut shows are our speciality. The 1 out of 7 new hires that survived their first week. Veteran on their 4th double. What does a sister ride? Hernison. It is over, Piglet. I have the high ground. You underestimate my power. No wonder why I'm on Mothma and so don't get along. You have no idea where I am. Bit of like Godfather and Sopranos. Season 1. Season 2. Running the best diner in Coruscant. Me as an English person, when the gourmand starts speaking French. Me through the week, weekdays, weekends. 2003 Windu was literally Omni-Man. 1999, Star Wars, Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. 2002, Star Wars, Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. 2002, Star Wars, Clone Wars. 2005, Star Wars, Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. 2008, Star Wars, The Clone Wars. 2023, Star Wars, Tales of the Jedi. Umbra arc in a nutshell. The teacher. The substitute. He's still alive. Get a medical capsule immediately. Me trying to explain Star Wars to newcomers. It's about the Corkite. Family events in the Catton household probably almost always ended with the cops showing up, didn't they? I'll have him home by 10 PM. Your son calls me mommy too. My family's dog has developed a habit of catching frogs and bringing them inside. This will make a fine addition to my collection. When you're sadly astonished by the amount of time spent pondering this grubby bit of rock. Never forget that these were some of the best Who Young had ever seen. Did you ever hear the tragedy of Barb Chandler the Fat? Hello there, General Kenneborg. You are a good boy. You failed your Higness. I'm Jedi Master. Like my father before me. Actually, Anakin wasn't a master. He was just a Jedi Knight. Why? Why would you correct him? He didn't need to know that. We need to send the right Jedi to protect Senator Amidala. I'll do it. No, you're a literal dinosaur. You'll scare her. I can go, Master. No, irresistible. You are Obi-Wan. Fall in love she will. Skywalker, your best pickup line, tell us. I don't like sand. It's coarse, rough, irritating, and it gets everywhere. The best you have, that is. Send you we will. Hopeless you are. You handle a lightsaber well, apprentice. Well, I've got some time, if you wanted a lesson. 7th sister proceeds to open her mask. Anakin, I appreciate the gesture, but this is actually kinda offensive. It is. I wish I knew that before. I sent another division as a gift to Master Windu, so he'd consider granting me the rank of Master. People angry ranting that Obi-Wan should be BOFR the LGTB community. People angry ranting Obi being B will ruin character. Mods dealing with another shut show. I mean, Jesus Christ, the Kenobi show is bad or good. War only ended a month ago. People here for memes and finding verbal warfare beneath every post. When you find the Chinese bootleg subtitled version of episode 3 and realize it's an untapped gold mine. Failed as manager to religious workforce I have. Into hidden cave I must disappear. Watching Obi-Wan's nameless dragon mount die in Revenge of the Sith. Listening to the ROTS audiobook and realizing that Boga sacrificed her life to save her friend during Order 66. The clone with the faulty brain chip showing up at the Jedi Temple with an order number 66 from the local Huttonese restaurant, wondering why everyone else is killing Jedi. Ahsoka probably described Grievous to Anakin as Urge, which he was to her. So when Anakin finally meets Grievous, he truly is shorter than he expected. You were my brother, Anakin. I loved you. Emotional attachments are forbidden because they could lead to jealousy and fear of loss, and ultimately the dark side of the Force. The most emotional lightsaber duel. The most famous lightsaber duel. The original lightsaber duel. Hands down the greatest lightsaber duel to ever exist. No question. Qui-Gon. Hey Ben, how'd you get here? Ben. I was on the brink of death and sacrificed my remaining energy to force heal someone. How'd you die? Qui-Gon. I got stabbed in the stomach. Ben. And there were no powerful force users nearby to heal you? Qui-Gon. I'm limited by the force powers of my trilogy. Which Vader from the Disney era is your favorite? Rogue One, Jedi, Fallen Order, the Kenobi series, Star Wars, Rebels. The Separatist Senate, after naming a guy called Grievous as their military's leader, and naming the flagship of their subjugator class cruiser the Malevolence. Are we the baddies? Qui-Gon trying to remember what he learned in his high school Jedi biology class when Anakin asks what midi-chlorians are. I was beginning to think you'd never come. I was always here, Obi-Wan. Watching the events of the Clone Wars and learning from your mistakes. Oh no. Here on Tatooine. Gambling. 8 years ago, I made an appointment at my dentist, and under what do you wish to be called? I wrote the chosen one and forgot about it. Today, I overheard the receptionist say, "Please let the doctor know the chosen one is here. They've been using it this whole time." Jin, my stardust. We call it the Death Star. So, get someone to fire proton torpedoes into the vent at the end of this trench. No need to go to Scarif. So, have you spoken with Master Yoda yet? Yes, it didn't go well. 2 days earlier. It's good to see you. Old friend. Stop the ketamine. I must. Seeing shut. I am.